Let's go back in time, back to 2011, where the indie genre was making this big comeback into the mainstream. That's what, at least how I saw it, at least. And it continued through 2012 and 2013, and then I don't know, there was kind of like a dip in between there. Let's talk about this album. Foster the People, Torches. So Foster the People is a band that is from California, and they're a pop band, which is very interesting. It's an indie pop band. It's not like your typical like boy bands or anything. And I remember listening to this album in high school in general. It was like when I first moved to Hawaii, because I moved to Hawaii during high school, and it was like the first album that I bought while there. And yeah, it was like one of my first reviews, by the way, like written reviews. I used to do those on Facebook. They're kind of poorly written, but they're there, and don't ever read them. But these guys went totally viral when the song Pumped Up Kicks came on the radio, and that was seriously a big, shocking surprise. Man, I should have said something about fire, because the album's called Torches, but I'm bad at jokes, I guess. But the thing about this song, it's totally weird. This is, like, I would never picture this song on the radio. If you were talking about today, absolutely not. I would think this would just be something really underground that no one has ever heard of, because the tone is very dark. There's this nice dark bass line being played and these very compressed vocals being performed by Mark Foster himself, and the dark lyrics of a kid going on a shooting spree at school and possibly killing his father. That's how I interpret the song. I mean, someone might say it's not about that. So yeah, some controversial lyrics indeed, but it kind of takes place in the Wild West as I see it through when I'm listening to it. That's what I'm getting at least. And to this very day, I still listen to the song and I have no complaints. I never go, oh, this song again. It's more like, yes, this song is amazing. I literally hear it anytime, and I'm okay with it. You will literally be my friend if you at least say you like Foster the People just because of this one song. I'm like, you're okay in my book. But really, as far as albums go, how is the rest of the album pan out? Well, the album kicks off with Helena Beat, and this is a very dance wave eccentric song with very electronic drums and synthesizers really swelling up this song and making it very well known that this isn't going to be your typical indie pop album. And overall, just a great way to start this album with this earworm of a song. And then we got the second track, Pumped Up Kicks, and I just explained it. Come on, let's carry on. But then we get the next track, Call It What You Want, and this song definitely shows you're in for a weird, wonky experience, because this album kind of goes everywhere. It's like going like this, where you're trying to stay in this straight line to know what they're going for, and it's kind of like your head's trying to wrap around the idea that this band wants to go everywhere with their sound. I mean, sure, they share the same concepts throughout the whole album with the sampling and everything, but really, this whole album is just kind of experimental. And I love this song because it has this really nice driven piano in there that really carries the song really well, and the lyrics about sticking it to the man. I love it. Do it. And just overall doing your thing. Just be you. Then we get the acoustic driven Don't Stop color on the walls. Very, I could see why this one was played on like commercials and on the radio too, which is awesome. I didn't even know they did that until like last year that they started really playing on radio, because I don't really listen to the radio, to be honest. But overall, this song has a more realistic tone to it, like as in the drums sound more real, and of course that acoustic, and there's also electric guitar in there, and then just some sampling and some mixture of sounds to really add that texture that says, yeah, we're Foster the People. And the album wants to slow down for a second with the song Waste, which really, in concept, it is good. It's worth your time. It's about a song about being in a slump and kind of in a gray area in your life, with nice bills chiming in, and also, you know, some really dramatic piano in there in the background, but also this really nice upbeat electronic drums. and drumming in general. And it's kind of like is this song supposed to be sad? I mean, it's good. It is very good. It's really wonky in a way, but it also makes sense. Then we got I Would Do Anything For You, and this is just a simple love song. There's not really much to say about it. It does have some catchy lines in there like ooh la la, I fell in love, and yeah, it's catchy, but it's not like one of the most recognizable, beautiful put together songs. It's good in its own right, and I could see this being played at parties or whatnot. But god damn, the next song on this mother frickin' album, Houdini, just steals the whole album and just shoves it in your face and goes, yeah, this is Foster the People. We are here to be awesome. This is a prime example how you mix all the wonkiness that is Foster the People into one song. Like all the weird sampling and the nice piano. That piano melody is so amazingly awesomely put together and just makes so much sense. And the vocal delivery by Mark Foster, just awesome. And the lyrics being so uplifting and just that crazy beat drop. I mean, it's not crazy, but it makes the song that much better, and it actually makes sense for the progression of the song. It's just, this song is so well put together. Just bravo, guys. Bravo for this one. This is definitely one of my favorite Foster the People songs. One of the songs that made me go, yeah, I gotta buy this album now. Then we got Life on a Nickel. Not really a good song in my opinion. It's okay. It works for the album. It just, some of the lyrics and some of the vocal play just, they're just not that great compared to the rest of the album especially. And just, it's more of the wonkier songs on Foster the People's Torches, and I don't know, there's just something about it that I just don't like. I don't like the chorus line at all. It's not very fun to listen to. Then we got the song Miss You, which you could only guess what that's about, right? But the cool thing about this, has a nice awesome beat drop after the chorus line and just makes you want to dance. This is a really good dance tune that I'll probably actually want to put in one of my DJ set lists. Then we get Warrant, and this is a pretty well written song. It also has some great instrumentation in there and just good. It's just overall a good song. Then we got the Slow Climb of Broken Jaw, which starts off really slow and then builds up to this climatic part of the song, and it's just overall a good closing track for the whole gist of the album. But honestly, this album is phenomenally great, and it still holds up to this day, which is rare for some albums. Because some albums do not age very well, and this one, being as experimental as it is, it just feels so well put together in such a weird way, because it goes for so many things at so many different times in this album that it's kind of like a little jarring, and then trying to understand what they're doing, and when you finally get into that groove, you're kind of into it. Honestly, this is a masterpiece of an indie pop album that I could ever think of, because it's just a fun listen. I mean, there's like 2 tracks on this 11-track mix that you will probably go, nah, but the rest is pretty great. So overall, I have to say that this is definitely a 5 out of 5, and it's a classic to this day for me. And I don't think it's gonna go anywhere, because I still listen to Houdini, I still listen to Pumped Up Kicks, I still listen to Helena Beat, I still listen to Don't Stop. I love almost all these tracks, too, not that much, but overall, really love this album, and I'm really excited about the new Foster the People album. I can't wait to talk about them more with that, and I think I want to review Supermodel too before that album too, because I didn't know how much I needed to talk about Foster the People, because they are one of my favorites. I think they're awesome, to be honest. I think they're crazy, weird, and I feel like they're genuine too. I heard that they do actual they help foster kids too, and that's really cool. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun actually talking about these guys, because it's been forever since they've even made an album, it seems like, and we're finally getting one, and I'm so pumped about that. I'm excited to talk about that. Anyways, have a great one, and peace.